Everyday life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, April the 4th. We've got Marilyn McLeod with us. Good to have you here. League of Women Voters. And we've got some big things coming up, right?
Well, today is an election day,
Yes,
a local election, so we hope people will go out and vote. It is local, so depending on where you are in the county,
Some people may or may not have a ballot.
Right.
Now, I got my through the mail, and the only thing that's on my ballot are the trustees for the Boone Hospital.
Right.
Now, is that pretty much for all of Boone County then?
Yes, that would be all Boone County. And so most people, if they're registered to vote, they will have gotten an envelope from Wendy Noren, our county clerk, and it will include a sample ballot and also a form they can use when they go to vote.
But you don't need to have that form.
You don't have to. It just makes it easier.
Yes, you can just use your identification, your driver's license at this point.
Right.
But that may all change, or is it definitely changing?
Well, of course, the voter photo ID was approved last November, but they have to come up with the rules for it. We're still kind of waiting to see what the actual requirements will be. Mm-hmm. But for this election, just as you voted in the past.
Okay, no changes.
No changes.
You
so
can
not
use
to worry.
your driver's license.
Right.
Now, is it fair to say that we know Boone County, what's on the ballot, but is it fair to say that anyone listening or watching us in any of the counties in our area are having something on a ballot, or could there be some counties that have no ballot issues today?
That's possible, yes.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to check your local jurisdiction to see if you've got anything to vote on.
Right.
But my goodness, if you have something to vote on, vote.
Right.
Vote.
Right.
People dying around the world to vote.
Right.
Anything else that you want to mention about the league?
Yes, I'd like to tell you, because one of the things that we encourage, and we know that these local elections, not that many people come out and vote, but they're really important. Like for Columbia, it's city school board, Columbia School Board, and 2 wards for city council. So these are very important, also at the local level. But on next week, on Tuesday, April 11th, the league and some other organizations are going to have a forum at the public library on civics education, because we want to talk about how our students are being educated to be responsible citizens. And we feel that that's an important topic right now.
Yes, it is.
Because people don't vote, and then afterward they say, oh, I should have voted. I wish I had. So learning...
Or sometimes people don't vote, or they vote, but they haven't really educated themselves on the issue.
Right.
And that's really important, too. Mm-hmm. You need to take some time to do a little bit of research about who you're voting for. Don't just vote for something or someone because you've always voted that way.
Exactly. And that's kind of key. One of the things the League of Women Voters is nonpartisan. We don't take a position in terms of candidates, but we do very strongly believe that people should educate themselves on what they're going to be voting on.
So you'll have dealing with civics?
Civics education. It'll be a forum featuring a panel of speakers on the topic, and it's April the 11th at 7 at the library. We'll have refreshments at 6:30. So we hope the public will come and talk. They can have an opportunity to ask questions about the topic.
Okay. Well, some of your other meetings that you had drew quite a bit of news attention, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
We won't go into details on that now, but if you read the paper or watched it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So you were drawing quite a crowd there. A little bit of controversy.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that one forum we had like 250 people came for a room that seats about 125. It was an interesting evening.
I'd say you're making waves there. League of Women Voters, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Okay, Marilyn McLeod. Now I want to introduce you to Thom Kirk, who is with Capital City Production down in Jefferson City. Pleasure to have you here.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Thom. And you're in a production called Time to Kill.
Time to Kill.
What is Time to Kill about?
Well,
It's kind of a play on words, isn't it?
Yes, it is, in fact, and that's part of the theme of the play, in fact. It's essentially the story of a man named Carl Lee, an African-American man whose 10-year-old daughter is brutally and savagely raped and beaten, and then he seeks revenge.
So this is a drama.
It is a drama.
Is
It's a very, very serious play with very serious message.
Why and how did Capital City Production decide to do this? Because normally you don't do a production with this serious of a topic, do you?
Well, we do a lot of musicals, that's true, but
Right.
when we do dramas, we try to pick ones with social redeeming value, have a message that are relevant to our times. And even though this play was written 20 years ago, almost 30 years ago, it still deals with issues that we as a country deal with every day.
Yeah. How many people are in this production?
There's about 12 or 15 actors.
When you finish, when the audience leaves, how are they going to leave? Are they going to feel good? Are they going to leave thinking? Are they going to leave somewhat in an emotional state?
Without giving too much about the ending away, because this is a suspenseful ending, they are going to leave thinking about their own prejudices, perhaps.
So you feel this really is an important production to do?
Absolutely, absolutely, especially now that our country is awash once again with racial issues and biases.
Okay, it's called a Time to Kill, and it's running when?
It started on March 30th.
It's already started.
Right.
So how did the first productions go?
It went terrific. We had wonderful attendance, a lot of good positive feedback from the audience.
And then you're running again this weekend.
That's right, April 6th through the 9th.
Now you've changed also the way you're doing certain things. There's not a meal with the production anymore, is there?
No, there is, with 2 nights.
Oh,
There
2
is.
nights you have the meal, and then one.
And then 2 nights have a dessert.
So if you want to come for the meal, it's what nights are the meal?
I would recommend you start the website,
Okay.
capitalcityproductions.org, and see how it's scheduled and how it's timed.
Okay,
on
because
there.
it's different each time.
Right.
So go to capitalcityproduction.org.
That's correct.
And you get the times of the production and which one of the productions have the meal with it and which ones have the dessert.
That's correct.
I remember it was nice when you had the and the food was wonderful.
Oh, the food is wonderful.
Yeah, the food's wonderful. You go in, sit down, the doors open about an hour and a half before the production.
That's correct.
You have your dinner or your lunch, and then your tummy's all full, and you watch the show.
That's right.
With an intermission. All right, so the web address is?
capitalcityproductions.org.
And it's called A Time to Kill.
That's correct.
And there are several more productions left this weekend.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by.
You're
Thom
welcome.
Kirk.
Thanks for having
Good
me.
to have you here. We're out of time for today. If there's something you would like to see or hear, I would love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. And if you're going to be out and about today, be nice to each other. All right? Be nice to each other. We need that. Bye-bye.